In the last episode of Paper Hats, we accomplished the impossible for me, and I built a storage system before my mega base. We also did a ton of terraforming to expand the area so much. And in this episode, we're gonna have a lot of fun today. I want to do a ton of terraforming, and there may or may not be a bit of a surprise, something I've never tried before today. But first off, I have a promise to keep. In the last episode, I made this promise. But what I need your guys' help with is if I don't do this by the next episode, I want you guys to roast me down in the comments because I need to be an organized Janko this season. And I'm happy to say I delivered. Let me show you. So if we walk into the main storage here on the right, you can see I have all my dyed stuff. The flowers and things that can't be organized by color, I put into boxes. Over here are all my stones and building blocks. And it looks so nice. Over here's my grass and moss and things. And in the floor, I had a terrific idea. Why not have storage for empty shulkers? And same for the dimensional storage. I don't really have a lot of blocks. I haven't used the nether much this season. I haven't went to the end much this season, but I imagine as the season goes on, I'll have more blocks from the nether and end, and we can sort this properly. But just to rub it in your guys' faces a little bit more, as you can see, no shulkers. And I didn't even hide them in the secret storage building. See? And I know what you might be thinking right now. I bet your starter house is just covered up with shulker monsters. I can assure you it's not. Look at this. No signs. And if we go upstairs, no signs here either. I won't check every single chest, but all these are empty. Trust me. So there we go, a clean storage for once, and it's so early on in the season. I really don't know what to do with myself. And I'd say that's enough messing around. We got some serious things to do, and here's what I'm envisioning. Just on the top of my head, I'm envisioning taking down most of this hill here, making a path that goes up to about here, winds around, and stretches all the way across the top of these storage buildings. And then I want to put something special on the end over here. From there, that gives us the perfect opportunity to branch off this way and start building in this beautiful meadow. I don't remember if I explained this before, but yes, this meadow here is going to be the main base eventually. So in typical fashion, let's go ahead and complete phase 1. We got a lot of digging to do. So it's actually been a couple days since the last clip there. I had a bit of an issue with my audio setup. I recently swapped to a Mac machine to do my recording, and the audio interface I had wasn't cutting it, so I had to replace that. But we are back now, and I actually had to record this the second time, but I am standing next to a shulker that, to my surprise, was here when I logged in. It's from Thadestroy, and he said we were running low on granite, which that is very, very true. And he gifted us an entire shulker of granite, which helps out so much. We've been using a ton on these paths, and this really helps out. Thank you so much, friend Thad. He's amazing. But second of all, we have made major progress on this area. We have the granite paths going to this little flat area here. I plan on putting some builds here on the side, just to fill out the area a little bit more. And if we go up to the second level, we have another flat area, which we can connect paths to, make a few small builds around, and just fill out the area a little bit more. Moving over here, we have a special path. It's a little bit different from the ones we've been doing, and that's because I have something special planned for it. which I hope to build this episode. But that is all looking great. That is just phase 1. Phase 2, we've got to finish texturing this part. I want to build a bit of an entrance to whatever's down here, and then of course we have the special build. And obviously we can't keep this path just flat on the side like this. We got to do a little bit of building, a little bit of terraforming. Step number 1 is figure out if I have enough materials for this, and step number 2, well, we got to get to more building. So today is a very action-packed video. Guys, I don't think I've ever been this prepared. I've got a bunch of boxes in front of me with everything I need in them. It's gonna be so nice to build this last part. So I say let's do one last giant time lapse to get this area looking amazing. Guys, this place turned out exactly how I imagined. I love it so much. Let me show you around. So the main objective today was to expand the base past these storage units here. I wanted to do that by building a giant path to expand it up the hill. And if I fly around for a moment longer, we can see we absolutely did that. This is leading up into the meadow just below. And if I fly around just a little bit, we can see that I absolutely did that. This expands just above the base up into this meadow here where I eventually want to have my main base build. Not to mention we have a lot of flat space here where we can put some markets and things or just some decorations. I'm not really sure what I want to use this space for just yet. But I didn't just want to stick to the same palette I've been working with all season. I wanted to branch out and build something a little bit crazy here, so I built this gate which leads down a path. Changing up the block palette, and had a lot of fun with this one. Here on the left side of the path we have some fencing, and on the right side we have more fencing to keep the people like Phil out. You know, he's never up to any good. And of course, what rich guy doesn't have a rich guy helicopter? Look at this. So luxurious. And I actually followed a picture I found on Google, It had someone's YouTube channel on it. I don't know this person, but I will show the thumbnail on the screen right now. That is kind of who I got the design from. I messed up on it a little bit, but that is pretty much that person's design, so credit where credit's due. But I will say this was quite a bit branching out from my comfort zone. I'm used to just building structures and landscaping and things like that. It was really nice to build a helicopter. It's one of those fun things that you can do in Minecraft, and I think it puts a lot of life into the build. Let me know what you think about everything. Was this a worthy expansion? What do you think about the block pallets? Was the helicopter too much? Let me know all about it in the comments. And I do apologize for this video taking so long. We didn't do a heck of a lot of work, but I did get sick. And I have been so busy at work and in real life. It just took me a long time to get this video out. But unfortunately, that is all the time I have left for this episode. I really appreciate you. You guys are the real ones. Be sure to hit that like button, hit the subscribe button so you get notified again, all those YouTube-y things. You guys have a great one. Thank you so much for watching again, and I will see you next time for Paperhats Wildewood.